Welcome back to Tenor Guitar Time. All right, we're working on the E-shaped chords this week. We did the E major here at G. We practiced this one last week. And this week, let's work on the E-shaped minor chord at the B minor. All right, and before we get into it too much, let's just quickly review the chord shapes in the minor form that we've learned so far. And as another reminder, remember the chord names, I'm just naming them, the shapes, after what I would play them down in the first position. So our C minor chord looks like this. In the C shape. In the A shape, so notice how they connect. Our C notes on the low string on the 5th fret right there. So here's our A shape C minor chord. And there's a C note on the high E string right there on the 8th fret, which is in our G-shaped minor chord. Here's our G shape. So G shape, we'd play G normally down here, first position, C major, and C minor. And E-shaped, so my pinky is where the root note is. That's my C note, which is the root of this E-shaped chord of the minor version. And we're going to work on it here at B minor. B minor is right there. I want to work on B minor because it's nicely in the G major scale, so we can connect what we learned last time in the E-shaped major lesson with our E-shaped minor lesson, and these two chords connect very nicely. So let's look at the arpeggio. Remember, it's the 1, 3, 5 of the chord, and it's just like the major version, except that third note is a half step shorter. So here's our root note. That's our B. It's on the 9th fret on the D string. The flatted third is right there. 12th fret on the D string. The 5th is always below, directly below the root. And then back to the 1, which is a little bit of a stretch, on the 14th fret. So that's back to the B. So and then let's extend it to the high string and the low string. So 1, flat 3, 5, 1, flat 3, 5. Okay, we're back to the start there. So let's add, this is adding on the high string. And the low notes, so you can quickly get the low note because there's our B minor chord right here, and the low string is on the 11th fret, F sharp, yeah, That's our fifth. Okay, so let's add on, we'll go up. So there's the low note. All right, let's practice this with the metronome, and let's go around using all the notes in this position. All right, so I'm just adding a couple of notes ending to work with our pattern here, so to make it on a 4 count. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Lay down, buddy. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do the notes of the arpeggio in another pattern to practice. And let's do all the notes of the arpeggio, but we're going to hit the root note first before each one. Let's do another pattern to practice this arpeggio and connect it to our G major that we learned in the first video of the major E-shaped series. Okay, so on our B minor, E-shaped minor arpeggio, this low section right here. So these notes, 2 of these notes are in our major scale pattern, not our major arpeggio pattern. So we can connect those. So let's see. 2, 3. So practice those patterns at different speeds, and then remember that For another good thing to practice is you have your E-shaped major, one step up. So this is G major. And then we have our E-shaped minor right here for A minor, B minor, and then back to the major form for C. So those all fit in the G scale real nicely. So you can make up your own patterns going from G to A minor, B minor, to C, D, All right, there's your E-shaped minor chord and arpeggio. Thanks for coming back to Tenor Guitar Time, and next week we'll work on the E-shaped 7th form. All right, keep practicing.